Hey guys, Tone here. This is about the fourth time I've started this video because I just can't get the flow of it right. There's so much I want to get across, and I guess I just need to break this down even further to really stay on topic and stay where I want to be. So what I'm going to talk about is straight up the Prilepin chart. Just Prilepin chart only, nothing about how I train, how I do it, how I work with it. Just what the Prilepin chart is and how you can use it. And then we'll do another video on everything else because it's just so much info that I want to get across that I'm starting to get lost 8-12 minutes into a video and I wind up deleting it. So let's get into the Prilepin chart. If you don't have a copy, go online and get it. Prilepin. Prilepin. I put a copy of it at the beginning of this video. If you don't have it, get it up in front of you so you can look at it and follow along. I'm going to let you know how we can use this for your training. Alright, so we're just doing Prilepin chart today. The best thing about this chart is that it's so fucking adoptable. You can adopt this for not only a long-term training, 16, 12, 10-week training, program, but day by day, to your daily lifts, set by set. That's how adoptable this is and how much it's malleable. You have anywhere from the 55-65% range, which is 50-55%, 60% is the range that Louis says to do your speed work in, up to the 90% max effort work. If you don't know who Prilepin was, he was a famous Russian coach as well as a scientist. He spent years studying Olympic lifters over there, finding out what rep ranges were optimal for building their strength and their technique. They studied on how much was too little, and when they didn't get any kind of training effect, how much was too much when their training and technique would take a shit, and they'd start falling apart, or injuries would happen. And they came up with a chart for each intensity level, 50-65%, 70-80%, 80-90, and 90 plus, in those general ranges, for how hard and how much you could train and still make progress, whether it be, how little you could do or how much you could do. You do too little, you don't get any kind of stimulus. You do too much, and you start breaking down. So he did all this and put out this chart, and you got things like Cube, Westside, Chico, all use this. There are programs out there like German Volume Training 10x10, the Bill Starts 5x5, and other kind of programs that, don't use this. Hit, use, go to failure and things like that. There's a ton of them out there that don't use these percentages, but they're more specialty. Like German Volume Training, you're just trying to just destroy your body. I mean, 10x10, it's nuts. It's crazy. But it'll make a man out of you. It's not a bad thing to do once if you're ever, trying to really challenge your body or see what you can do or how hard you can push. But it's not something you're going to train with forever. Prilepin is something you can use forever. Here's what's so malleable about it and what's so great about it is over the course of a cycle, you tend to wave. You tend to wave for, strength. Westside has different names for it. They have their speed wave, and the conjugate has all kinds of different things with it. But the way I tend to do it, without getting too deep into it, is strength, hypertrophy, and we combine speed and weakness training. That's all I'm going to say for now. We'll get into that later, but. So you use different percentages for each one of these things. Hypertrophy, you're looking in between 75 to 85% range to build. Max effort work, you're looking in between, maybe 85 to 95, 98% to get your 1 rep maxes and your true strength up. And then the lower end's like 50 to 60% for your speed work. And your, I don't like speed, I like to call it force production, but speed, force production work. Here's the cool thing about Prilepin, and hopefully you have the chart in front of you now so you can play along with me here. Let's say you're going in for a day, and today is calling for squats at 75%. We looked at the chart, 75%, you're looking to do reps of sets, 3 to 6 for reps and sets. So you're looking anywhere between, 3 to 6 sets, optimal reps of 18, and a total range of 12 to 24. So that means anywhere in that 12 to 24 range is good. You're getting enough work in 12 with 12 reps, and you can, if you're having a really good day, push up to 24 reps with 18 being optimal. Now, here's the thing we need to talk about at this point. This chart was made for, like we said, Olympic lifters. There's no eccentric phase in Olympic lifting. You snatch the bar, you drop it. You clean the bar, you drop it. That's it, the end. There's no, lowering like a squat as you're going to squat to depth, you're coming down. The bench, you're lowering the bench. The only thing even close to Olympic lifting is the deadlift, and really, for the way you have to put the bar down now, it's really still not Olympic lifting because you still have the eccentric of controlling the bar back to the floor. If you could actually just drop it, it would be much closer to an Olympic lift where you could use these numbers, which is also why we'll get into that later. I don't think you have to lower the bar on every single rep in training like these people scream about. You just drop it in training. So you're going to go into the gym and you're going to do a 75% for about, let's say, you're in between 3 and 6. So we'll do 6 sets. We're going to say 6 sets instead of 3 sets. We're going to do 6 sets. Optimal is 18, so we need to lower that a little bit. So we'll do about 5 or 4 sets of 3. So we're taking it down. We're accounting for the fact that you have to lower that weight, that eccentric phase in the squat or in the bench. You're going to take a couple reps away because the optimal is going to be a little bit different now because you're putting in more work than an Olympic lifter would. And we'll go 5 sets of 3 at 75%. That's about 15 reps. So you're still right there in optimal, which is 18 in Ollie land. But you're having a really good day. Today's a really good day, and you're smoking the weight, and the weight seems really easy. So remember, we're 5 sets of 3 at 75%. You're having a really, really good day. Everything feels real easy. You're working up, and even even before you get to your 75%, 70% feels like nothing. It's real easy. So you decide you're going to challenge yourself a little bit today. Maybe you change the program. You go in, you're feeling really good today. So instead of doing 6 sets of 3, or you just want to get done this workout, you want to get out. You want to be done, or maybe all your partners didn't show up today, so you really want to go quick and get through it. You don't want to sit there for 5, 6 sets of 3. You want to get out. 3 sets of 6. Same amount, 18. Or, 3 sets of 5, 15. You're in and out. And you're still getting the same amount of optimal training, the same amount of reps. You're challenging yourself with a couple more reps per set, which is a nice little challenge there because sometimes it's hard to keep that air. It's hard to get 5 reps where you could do 6 sets of 3 easy because 3 reps is not that bad. It might be tough for you to get 3 sets of 5 or 3 sets of 6. It's a different type of challenge. So it's a little harder to do sometimes for some people, or sometimes people have an easy time of doing 3 sets of 6, but 6 sets of 3 kills them, So those are the different ways that you can challenge yourself. Besides that, you're having a really good day. Let's look at the chart. The optimal range is 24, is the top end. So you're having a really good day, and this shit is easy as hell, and it's just moving really good. Instead of 5 sets of 3 or 6 sets of 3, you could go up to 8 sets of 3 if things are moving really well and you feel good that day. You can go up to 8 sets of 3. That's almost double what you were going to do, but you're having a really good day. So you could do 8 sets of 3, or 4 sets of 5. You could even do 5 sets of 5. I mean, it's 25 reps, it's one more, but you could do 5 sets of 5. You can use this chart in a million different ways to change things around. And that's the gold in it. At the same time, let's say your partner comes in. He was up all night. He works nights. He's tired as hell. He didn't get any sleep the night before. The kids got him up. His wife's nagging him about something. He's got a lot of stress on him that day. He's having a tough day. He's looking at the same program and going, man, 5 sets of 3, man, that's going to be tough today. I don't know if I can get through this. I'm gonna have to push, but I'm just not feeling it. I'm really tired. Everything feels heavy. I'm moving slow. Okay, so guess what you do? You pull it back. So now you're doing 4 sets of 3. That's 12 reps right there. Low end range. And he's getting the same stimulus you are. You're getting a little more work, which is good for that day, but he's still getting some kind of training stimulus with 4 sets of 3 that day out of the Prilepin chart. which means he's still making some kind of gain even on a bad day. He may only do 4 sets of 3. You may do 8 sets of 3. But at least he's gotten enough work in where he can feel comfortable and go home and say, I had a bad day, but I got the work in that I needed. Same thing, and this works for any percentage up here. Let's say we're going to go 87.5 today. 2 sets, 2 to 4 sets, 15 optimal reps, 10 to 20 total. I'm having a bad day. I go in. I'm supposed to do, 5 sets of 3. Not having a great day. I may lower that to, 4 sets of 3. 3 sets of 3. And try and get in my work and get done. I'm having a great day. I'm having a phenomenal day. I feel strong as hell. 87.5% is feeling to me today like 70%. I'm moving weight left and right. I may do, 6, 7 sets of 3. 6 sets of 3. And push and try and get some numbers that way. I may do 3 sets of 6 if I really, really want to push it. 87.5% at 6 reps is going to be pretty tough. That would be a fun thing to give it a try one day. If you're feeling really good, let's challenge myself that way. So that's where Prilepin comes in. It's an amazing chart and it's an amazing tool because it allows you to adjust on the fly. Not only have a plan and a workout where these ranges are right and you're going to make your gains because these are what you need. This has been proven time and time again. These are the rep ranges you need to build. But you're also able to change it daily to how you feel or the kind of day you're having, and you're able to push when you need to push, pull back when you need to pull back. And if it's just a regular training day and you're feeling good going in doing your 5 sets of 3, then you go in and do your 5 sets of 3. It's perfect. You don't need, everyone needs, I need to follow this guy's or that guy's or this guy's. You do what you need to do. You come up with your own routine, you put in these numbers, and you're set. You're good to go. Now, granted, there are tons of uses for, the bodybuilding stuff in the cube. There are tons of uses for the multiple bar stuff and things like that Westside does. It's all got its own uses. But to learn to program for yourself, you can start very basic with a, squat, bench, deadlift with the straight bars at the end. Use the Prilepin and you'll make gains. As a beginner, you will make gains doing it. This is all people did for years before, Westside became popular and Westside became what it is today. And Louis made it what it is and publicized it and said, hey, look at this stuff. This is what people used to do. Bang out stuff in the gym every day with a straight bar, pick it up, put it down, the end. You will make gains. As a beginner, you cannot overthink things too much. It's very easy to do. It's very easy to do. The more you learn, the more you want to put into your program, and the more you think you need this and need that. You don't. Keep it very simple. Learn what works for you. As you learn, a log is essential. A log is essential because you can go back and look. What worked for me this cycle? What did I do that got my bench up? What did I do that got my squat up? What did I do that I didn't? What did I do that I went to that meet and my squat felt like shit? What did I do this cycle that maybe did that? It's phenomenal to be able to go back and review this stuff. So keep the logs. It's as a beginner, as an advanced lifter. I mean, I think it was Vinny DeZenzo, who said he's got like 5 or 6, 7, 8 notebooks or something like that. It may not have been him, but I know it was a lifter that I've read and that is a popular guy that said he's got notebooks upon notebooks of, just workouts that he's done over the years, and that to me is incredible. I wish I had done that from when I started. I didn't. I get lazy with it too, and I sometimes forget. But they're invaluable. Keep them, especially as a young lifter, and you're going to learn these things and learn what works for you and learn what doesn't. What kind of movements benefit you, what kind of movements don't. Where you're good, where you're bad. And where you're bad is where you need your work. So it's important to not overthink things as a beginner lifter. Get in, do the work. You don't need bands, chains. You don't. I've heard Brandon Lilly say it. Everybody goes, oh, but Westside. Yeah, they're good. You don't need them, though. You don't need them. I think they're great. I love them for a multitude of different things. But I don't need them. You can still make gains without them. They help immensely. You don't need them. Do your work. Work hard. That's the biggest thing is everybody wants to go in the gym to train, and you'll see people going in, and they'll be, I got this today. And they're not even breaking a sweat when they're done. Something's wrong there. I see a ton of kids in the gym every day just training, not training, working out. It's training. You better be sweating. You better be busting ass. You better be pushing. Working out, you go in, you do what you do, and you're like, all right, I guess I'm done, and walk out. How many people do you see at the gym that come every day and curl the 30s? Same thing. Last year they were curling the 30s, and the year before that they were curling the 25s. That's working out. All right? If that's what you want to do, you're in the wrong sport. You're not going to get respect. You're not going to get where you want to be. And you're not going to be taken seriously on these boards. These people I bust stones on are the people that do that shit. These people that, Tone's an asshole because he yelled at this guy. Well, look at some of the questions on these boards. You can tell who trains and who works out. The people that work out are coming in worried about Olympic shoes when they just learned how to squat. They can't even squat to depth yet with 95 pounds, but they're going to get Olympic shoes because they're going to help. They're worried about a 10 versus a 13 millimeter belt. They're worried about which knee wraps are better. Get out of my face. You don't know what you're doing. You're worried about the wrong things. How about, how do I get strong first? How do I squat my body weight first? I am a suck-ass squatter. I'll admit that. It's my worst lift. I'm terrible at it. And I still bust my ass at it. Can I coach it? Yes. Do I know the squat inside and out? Yes. I suck at it. It's just not something I can do. My lift is the bench. I'm good on the bench. I've been good on the bench since I started. I don't know why. What are you good at? You don't even know yet. But you're worried about shoes, belts, wraps, bars. Is the Oki bar better than the Texas train? Don't worry about it. Go lift with what you got and get strong, and it won't fucking matter. That's the issues I have with all this stuff. So hopefully that explains to you the Prilepin chart. It's simple, it's easy, it's adaptable. You can change it a million different ways. There's a million different things you can do with it. You can use it for building muscle. You can use it for building strength. You can use it for building force and speed. There's nothing you can't do with this chart. Learn it, know it in your head, be able to, calculate your stuff in the gym with it, and you'll get stronger just using. Again, like I said, this is not for accessory movements. This is for the main movements. If you're benching, squat, bench, deadlift, overhead press. Not if you're doing the overhead press, it's an accessory. No. If the overhead press is a main movement for people that use it as a main movement, then you can use this for the military. Sorry about that. Battery's going dead, so you don't have to listen to me for much longer. The accessories are something different. We'll talk about that in the second part or the third part or whatever I do with this. I don't know how I'm going to cut it out yet, but I just wanted to get through Prilepin today for the most part and to show you how adaptable it is. Okay? So take a look at it, start learning it, read about it, look at the cube, look at Westside, look at some different Ishiko, and you'll see the basis is in these charts. That's where it comes from. All right? Again, I'll try and get to part 2 soon. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to break this down each time and give you the stuff that's in my head as much as I can. Hopefully I'm doing that. Hopefully I'm coming across clear. I know I'm kind of here and there a little bit. Sorry. Hit me up with questions you have on this, anything you want to know, any questions you have. I know a couple of you are asking about the JI template. I'll put it out there. Like I said, I'm hesitant to put it out there because we do so much with it. It's a very basic template. We lay out our numbers, but we change it constantly because of Prilepin. If we're having good days, if we're having bad days, if it's something we've noticed that we want to work on or something we want to do, we change these things. So you'll see what's laid out isn't just like Westside. What's laid out that you see on paper isn't necessarily what we're doing week to week, every week. Okay? Some people have done it. Some people I know of that I've given it to, they've tried it, they've done it week by week and said they had great success with it. And that makes me feel good. But I just want you to know that you can change it. You can. It's customizable. If you have questions about it, hit me up. I'll try and post it. I have a couple different revisions because we go through and we learn just the same way as anybody else does. I learn things every week. I learn things every day. You talk to TT McRae and pick something up. I pick some. Talk to Vinny and pick something up. You talk to Brandon and pick something up. Every little inch of something you can pull out of somebody, you try and put into your program to make you better. So they evolve. It's constantly evolving. All right. Like I said, hit me up with questions, comments, concerns, bullshit. If If you got anything to say that you think I'm an asshole, please do it out in public. Don't run the power belly and go, he called the Ramsey. Just say something, and let's talk about it. Thanks, guys. See ya.